welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Chris Moore, and in today's video we've got a Kawasaki Z1000. Yeah, that's right, sport touring bike that we're going to be putting on the dyno here in just a second and doing a ECU Flash. Now this bike has a Yoshimura R77 Dual Exhaust system. So this thing is a super nice exhaust, full system, headers back, but it is a dual exhaust. So this is a really nice, really good looking exhaust system on this sport touring bike. So this thing would be super comfortable to ride all the way from Wisconsin. So this thing came a long ways away to be here. We're super excited to have it. The customer did some work on it himself and messed it up. So that's why he had to make the long ride to come to us. He did not trust anyone else with his bike, and he has brought this here to us. We have fixed his problem. I'm not even going to say what it is. It's just something, like I said, he didn't understand what he needed to do to work on his bike, and he took something out that he shouldn't have taken out and put it back in wrong, and he could not find the problem. Well, we have found the problem, we have fixed the issue, and now we're going to dyno tune this thing to see what it's all about. This will be my first time putting one of these on the dyno. I'm kind of excited to see what kind of horsepower we got. As far as the videos have been going, you guys know that I was cranking out videos left and right, 3 videos a week. Well, this past week we've been a little slack on the videos, and the reason for that is I have been having skin problems due to the dyno room. So I know that sounds crazy, but you see the big fan there, it just vents into the warehouse, into the atmosphere, and inside the warehouse here is about 20 years old. But I don't know if you can see, but right up in there we've got torn insulation just from being old. And basically whenever I turn on all my fans, that fiberglass insulation is shaking, either A, falling down into the hole, or B, coming back over here, and I've got it blocked off right now with this tarp, but basically coming back into, through the fan, into that system, blowing it right back on my skin. So my forehead, my head, my arms, my legs, anything that was open and exposed has been itching. Well, it took me 2 months to figure out what was going on, because of course I don't see the fiberglass insulation, or I don't see the problem. But I'm thinking the soap, my wife maybe, you know, changed the soap in our laundry. I didn't know what was going on. My diet, I was changing everything I could think of. Finally, I took a couple days off. We were going from a race. My skin starts getting better. We come back and boom, itches are back. So anyways, we're working on getting that fixed. Until then, I have been delaying a lot of my dynos, and we have been taking time off. But now we've got appointments that we have to make, and we just got to suit up with this hoodie. I put the hood on, I put this little hat on. I look retarded, but I got to do it. We got to get to work. And anyways, more videos. We'll be back to normal schedule here within the next week or two. God, I hopefully every heating HVAC guy there is super backed up and not getting the stuff done as quickly as I need it. So anyways, hopefully we'll have that done soon, and we will have some more videos for you guys to watch. Until then, let's get started on this one. For those of you who are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it a ton. All right, guys, let's go. All right, guys, I'm all suited up, ready for the first baseline pull on this Ninja 1000. We're going to run it, see how it does. Right after we make the pull, I'm going to show you the horsepower it has, and I'm also going to show you what's inside the ECU that's holding this thing back, restricting the horsepower. Okay, so we ended up with 136 horsepower, and let's pull up our torque curve. We had 80 foot-pounds of torque on that run. So actually a pretty smooth power curve. The fueling is not too terribly bad, so it's not getting enough when it first starts off. And then you can see once it goes wide open throttle, it's actually a really straight line. So this is actually pretty rare that the air fuel is that good on a stock one. But now we're gonna be looking into getting some more horsepower out of it. So when we look inside the ECU on this bike, we can see that the ignition timing is held back. We can also see that when we go to the secondary throttle plate opening under acceleration, we select first gear. You can see that once you go wide open throttle, these are the RPM column over here. This is the throttle percentage column up here. So 94%, that's what it thinks is wide open throttle. It doesn't actually give it wide open throttle until 8,000 RPMs. So until then, let's just say here at 5,000, you're only getting 46% throttle. At 4,800, you're getting 40% throttle. So that's a pretty big restriction that's holding this thing back in the low and mid range. So we're gonna open up these secondary throttle plates sooner, and we're gonna tune this thing to have much more power under the curve, I guess you would say. We can also turn off some of the check engine lights for the O2 sensor. We're gonna be removing that. And we've also got a few other things that we can turn off. The deceleration fuel cut, that is gonna make the on-off throttle part, you know, when you're just trying to maintain, let's just say 30 miles per hour or something, we're gonna maintain that speed much, much smoother by not turning off the fuel injectors whenever we let off the throttle. Stay with me, guys. We're about to have this thing flashed up. Let's see what kind of results we get. All right, guys, I got some tuning pulled out of the way. We're getting this thing pretty dialed in. Let's see how it does this time, and then I'll show you the gains we've got so far. Please, once again, excuse my silly outfit. I know it looks crazy, but I'm itching. This should be a cool angle. Hopefully you get a good sound clip of how this Yoshimura exhaust sounds. this Ninja Z1000, we were able to make the operating conditions much smoother. Not humongous horsepower gains. There are restrictions in this ECU. They are primarily all in the lower and mid-range throttle stuff, which does not show up a lot on the dyno. So you can see the red versus the blue is our, the blue is our old, the red is our current. You can see here we gain 3 horsepower and about 1 to 2 horsepower throughout the entire RPM curve. You can see down here at 3,000 and 4,000 RPMs, we gain 4 horsepower and 4 foot-pounds of torque. But the main thing with this is where we opened the throttle plates up in the mid-range to give it a, I guess you would say, a quicker acceleration, which you don't necessarily see on the dyno. We also got the extended revs out here as well. So all that stuff definitely helps, makes a difference. The mail-in ECU Flash for this bike only costs 200 bucks. I hope you also noticed too, on deceleration, really nice and smooth, not a lot of popping and gurgling. That's because all the air-fuel ratios are corrected and everything is running the way it's supposed to. This Flash is not necessarily achieving crazy horsepower gains, but much better operating conditions. And you know your engine is not going to tear up because everything is working the way it is supposed to be working. All right, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button. We sure do appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel. All you got to do is click the little button that says subscribe. It's totally free to do so. Also, check us out, mooremafia.com. We don't have none of these cool beanie hats. You don't want one of these guys. I look retarded. Hoodies, t-shirts, stickers. We got it all, guys. Check us out. Thanks for watching. See you next time.